Movie bloopers that made it into the final cut. Movie production is a very complex process wherein things don't always go as planned. Stage sets can fall, or actors can fail to recall their lines. However, some clever actors stay professional in any situation. And when actors do forget their lines, or something goes wrong on set, they pretend nothing happened, and continue normally. Want a chance to win an Amazon gift card? Watch till the end to find out how. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications. Now and again, those ad-libs even turn out to be better than the original script. Thanks to these bloopers, they are so natural, and episodes become more realistic, and eventually end up being part of the movies themselves. We've put together 15 bloopers that ended up being part of the movie's final cut, thanks to their actors' wittiness and improvisation. Django Unchained. In the movie Django Unchained, Leonardo DiCaprio banged his hand hard on the table and unintentionally cut it on broken glass. But he carried on like a trooper in the role of Calvin Candy. "My hand started really pouring blood all over the table," says DiCaprio. "Maybe they thought it was done with special effects. I wanted to keep going." According to DiCaprio, they shot scenes with his hand blooded and bandaged for the rest of the movie, to give Tarantino the option of using or deleting the gory take. "I'm glad Quentin kept it in," says DiCaprio. The Princess Diaries. We all know Mia Thermopolis was meant to be clumsy and a little awkward. But in the scene where she was talking to her friend on the school stand, she slipped and fell. Although it appeared to be scripted to stay true to Mia's character, her fall in the bleachers was in reality just Anne Hathaway slipping in the rain. Amazing. Guardians of the Galaxy. Chris Pratt was the ultimate butterfingers when he handed the orb to the collector. Fortunately, he managed to catch it again, too. While Christmas handled the ball, director James Gunn said that by staying in character and finishing the scene, it could still be used in the finished cut. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship. The second time Ian McKellen hits his head in the role of Gandalf is totally unintentional. Although that wasn't supposed to happen, McKellen managed to stay in character and go with the flow. The shot made it to the final cut. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It's commonly said that one of Draco Malfoy's most derisive lines, "I didn't know you could read," to sidekick Crabbe, was in fact improvised because Tom Felton forgot his lines. Jason Isaacs, who portrayed Lucius Malfoy, described to LA Times that they were encouraged to ad-lib on set, because it helped to produce a creative atmosphere and natural talks on set. Isaacs improvised to say, "Let us hope Mr. Potter will always be around to save the day," in one particular scene in the movie. To which, Daniel Radcliffe ad-libbed, "Don't worry. I will be." A chill apparently went down Isaac's spine as he thought, "Christ, this kid is good." Casino Royale. You know the iconic scene in Casino Royale, where Daniel Craig walks out of the water in tiny little swim shorts, and it's beautiful. That wasn't part of the original script. It was actually by accident, Craig explained to The Telegraph. "Where we filmed, the idea was, I was supposed to swim in and sort of float off, but I swim in and stand up. And it was just one of those things," said Craig. Dirty Dancing. The iconic scene where Johnny and Baby are crawling toward each other on the floor wasn't supposed to be a part of the film. They were only playing around and were warming up to do the real scene, but the movie director liked it so much, he kept it in the film. Bridget Jones's Diary. It's been reported that the fight scene between Mark Darcy and Daniel Cleaver aka Colin Firth and Hugh Grant wasn't scripted. Rather, the actors were asked to make it up as it went along. Looks about right. Forrest Gump. In one part of this movie, Tom Hanks' character had to reply to the line, "My given name is Benjamin Buford Blue, but people call me Bubba." Hank replied with, "My name's Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump." In reality, Hank misspoke, but the movie director loved this slip-up so much that he included it in the final cut. Titanic. According to director James Cameron, Kate Winslet came up with her line, "This is where we first met," as the ship was sinking while they balanced on the back of the boat. Also in the scene where she spits in Cal's face, although no one told Billy Zane, so his reaction is candid. American Beauty. The remarkable scene where Lester Burnham tosses a plate at the wall was totally improvised by Kevin Spacey. Apparently, he got carried away by the fight at the dinner table and thought to step outside of the original story. Batman: The Dark Knight. Fans speculated that the Joker's explosions didn't go off like they were meant to in the movie. This forced the Joker to improvise, although director Christopher Nolan, or the production team, has not confirmed it. Movie pilot says Heath Ledger pressing the trigger button many times was unscripted, but it was kept in the final cut because it suited so well. Want a chance to win an Amazon gift card? Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and answer this question in comments. Which blooper is your favorite, and why? Winners will be chosen randomly in comments, so make sure to come back and see. Mrs. Doubtfire. Do you recall the scene where Mrs. Doubtfire had to cover his face with icing from a cake, as his mask fell out of the window? Unfortunately, the icing on his face started to melt off, which was totally not intentional. Robin Williams had to improvise a lot, as the heat from the set lights melted the icing on his face. In one instance, when another chunk of icing fell into a cup of tea, he said humorously, "Here's your cream and sugar." Scent of a Woman. In order to be realistic while playing the part of blind Frank Slade, Al Pacino taught himself to not center his vision on anything for a long time. In the end, he got so much into his part that he could barely see. The part where he staggers over a trash bin and tumbles down was unintentional. It was an accident, but the movie director decided to include this take in the movie. The Other Guys. In the movie The Other Guys, there is a scene where Mark Wahlberg's character says, "If we were in the wild, Elle would attack you. If I were a lion, and you were a tuna, I would swim out in the middle of the ocean and freaking eat you." In response, Will Ferrell's character Alan Gamble explains why a lion swimming in the ocean is a stupid thing. Will shouldn't have actually said anything, but he decided to play it by ear. Mark Wahlberg later admitted that it was hard for him to not break into laughter at that instant. Did you find out how to win an Amazon gift card? Be sure to watch again to find out how. Be sure to like, subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching and be sure to check out our other videos.